Eureka.
Hey, what's up everyone, this is Dante's Analysis and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click on the notification button for any new videos I'm releasing in the future. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a EP review to Kevin Ross's latest project called Audacity Volume 2. This album or EP came out on August 14th, 2020, and yeah, I'm just going to get into a little background of Kevin Ross and then I'll dive into the actual music. So Kevin Ross is a singer, songwriter, arranger, producer, and judge who is a native of Washington DC and Maryland region. Kevin Ross tries to combine classic soul and contemporary R&B while putting a personal spin on it. He signed to Motown label as a solo artist after working on several significant recording sessions and released his debut album in 2014, Dialogue in the Gray, a 4-track EP in which he was joined by T.I. and Neo. From there, he began working on his debut full-length album, finished in 2017, The Awakening with Chas French, reappearing as a guest alongside Lecrae and BJ the Chicago Kid. September 17, 2017, Ross announced the release of his third EP, Drive. After the release of Drive, Ross took a brief hiatus from the music industry. In January 2019, he reemerged and announced his exit from his record label Motown and creation of his own label, Artist Society Music Group. When asked about his reason for leaving Motown, Ross says, "I wanted to have the freedom to decide who I might co-ventures with. It's just like any kind of business when you have too many cooks within the kitchen. Sometimes you don't get the best result, especially when everyone doesn't have the same end goal in mind. Everyone can have great intentions, but if you're not on the same page, good intentions are kind of pointless." In addition to the new label, Ross announced that a new single, Thing Called Love, and a new album, Audacity, will be released in spring of 2019, but the release was postponed, and in December 2019, Ross announced the release date of the 7-track EP, Audacity Volume 1, on January 31st. And now it's already past August 14th and the release of his Audacity Volume 2. Going into the actual project, this project contains 7 tracks. First song is God is a Genius. Second, I Do / Options. 3, Remind You. 4, Overthinking. 5, Everything Here Wants You, featuring Chengele. 6, Pray For Me, Interlude. And 7, Salvation. So yeah, getting into this project is actually really good. I'll say from beginning to end, there's actually no bad songs on this project. The one thing I could definitely say about Kevin Ross, this is actually my first time experiencing his music, and he's very soulful. Like, from the tracks that he releases on this project, you could just tell the raw emotion in his voice, and it just makes you feel something inside of you, and that's really cool. Like, the production is very good, the lyrics are good, the different melodies changes that he does throughout the project is really good. And one thing I can definitely say is that my favorite song on this album is definitely Everybody Here Wants You, featuring Chengele. Like, that song is dope, and the chemistry between Kevin Ross and her, they mesh very well together, and it's really cool to hear like the different melody switch ups, the different like riffs and high notes and lower notes, and it's really cool, and it's like it's out of this world. And with track 6 and 7, the interlude, Pray For Me, that was a very dope interlude, and how it transitions from that into Salvation was really dope. And Salvation also has like that old school R&B feel to it, and it just takes me back to the 90s. It was actually very dope to hear a little bit of old school feel to it on the last track of the EP. And yeah, like going into the track one, God is a Genius, is a dope intro, and it sets the tone for the whole project. And also with the title God is Genius, it sounds a little like, it sounds preachy, but it doesn't like oversaturate with the whole preachiness. It does use God's references here and there, but it doesn't like sound too preachy, which was actually really cool too. And yeah, that's really like, again, and also going to the whole theme of the project, it talks about love and also deals with his own feelings. It's actually really cool that Kevin Ross is like expressing his true feelings on this project, because I know when he was with this other label, it sounds like he didn't really have a lot of creative control, because analogy that he said, it was like there was too many chefs in one kitchen, so the product doesn't really all come out the same. You're expecting it to go one way in your mind, but in their minds it could be like a whole different direction. So it's actually good that he left Motown, started his own label, and has almost 100% of his creative process in this project. And it's actually really cool. And it shows that he could express his true feelings on this project, and show his like own side of love, and his express his own feelings toward this project. And it's actually really cool, man. And I really enjoy this project, because when I first heard this project from beginning to end, it was really good. Like, this is actually a very phenomenal like project. Like, there's actually no bad songs on here, and it's actually really cool. And yeah, and the one thing I could definitely say is that if you're like a really huge like big R&B fan, you'll definitely love this project, because it just gives you all that soulfulness to it. So the rating that I'm gonna give this album or EP, I'll definitely give it like a good 10 out of 10. Again, the project is actually great from beginning to end. I didn't really find anything wrong with it. All the songs are really good. The soulfulness is there with the project. The melody, the production was there. The melody switches from different songs was actually really cool. It added different flavors. It didn't really stick to one style. It just you almost didn't like expect. It's almost like when you're listening to a song, you expect it to go one way, but then it just flips and changes out of nowhere. I definitely got it from this project. It was actually really cool. From track 6 to 7, the transitions are dope, and the last track with Salvation gave you like an old school R&B feel. And yeah, and that's actually all I really have to say. Like, this project is really dope from beginning to end, and and I definitely recommend anyone who's heavily into R&B give this album a listen. Kevin Ross, Audacity Volume 2. I know there's a Audacity Volume 1. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but it was almost, I did hear that it was almost intended for Audacity 1 and Audacity 2 to be together. It's almost like a continuation from Audacity Volume 1. So I know he definitely just said that in the interview. So when I do get a chance, I have to listen to Volume 1 on the side and listen to both 1 and 2 together and get the full experience. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. And this project is definitely up there with the top R&B albums. And I really do wish that Kevin Ross gets his success later on in the future. And I really do hope that his music gets played on radio. But again, when your music is playing on the radio, it doesn't mean like instant success. There's a lot of artists who don't really have any music playing on the radio, and they still make like millions. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say. So again, I give Kevin Ross's Audacity Volume 2 a 10 out of 10, and thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys later.